In this video, we are going to discuss in detail all answer types available in the module Chatbot message. So let's go to automations and create a new one. I'm specifying the trigger, which will be a page visit here. And now let's select the Chatbot message module, and in a few seconds I will add a simple welcome message here. In the Chatbot message module, as you probably remember, below the conversation settings there is a field answer type. The first option is text, and with this chosen, a user will be able to send a typical text message as an answer. This answer type is great to gather some open-ended information, like name of a user, because you are able to save this content as an attribute. So I will write the message, "Hi, I'm Chatbot, and what's your name?" and name it welcome message. Then I will tell the app to save the answer as attribute and select first name here. So let's test it. As you see, thanks to Save as Attribute option, the collected name is saved as a user's attribute for the user that has just visited my website. Then the next answer type is fixed, and that's a one very commonly used in chatbot automations. Thanks to it, you can provide answer prompts, and a user will need to select one of the options available. So let's assume we are creating a support chat. I'm adding the question and 3 answer options: software functionalities, pricing, and no help needed, I'm just browsing. After saving, from the user perspective, it will look like this. And of course, depending on what answer a user selects, we can send them different bot messages as replies. If you create a chatbot that collects different information pieces about new visitors, like for example their email, you can select email here, and thanks to it, a user will see a special field for email submission. What is even greater, you can of course save this email address as a user's attribute directly from the chatbot conversation. All you need to do is toggling Save as Attribute and selecting the attribute that should be updated. With email answer type selected, the answer won't be accepted by a chatbot if it's in a wrong format. It needs to have a correct email address format, so contain and valid domain name. If I had put here an answer in wrong format, the system would have not accepted it. Apart from updating a user attribute, you can as well use an email straight away and, for example, a few minutes after conversation finished, send an email to that user to thank them for conversation with a chatbot. Then there is date, which from the user's perspective is a date picker, and a similar one, so datetime, in which you can also specify an exact hour. These answer types may be very useful, for example, if you want to use chatbot to ask users about their availability for a call. From a user perspective, this is the date, and that a datetime answer type. The last 2 ones are integer and float, so data types related to numbers. The difference between them is that float is a number with decimal places. You can use integer, for example, if you want to update a value of a given attribute, like age. And float may be, for example, useful to update shoe size, as this requires decimal place. The system won't let a user type in words or special symbols not related to numbers. So we've just covered different data types that can be collected thanks to bot message module. Thanks for your time.